Hey everyone! Tonight, we're starting an exploration into an era where darkness wasn't just something to avoid, it was revered. Picture spending half your existence in total blackness without a light switch or a glowing phone, just you facing the endless night. Our forebears didn't dread this darkness, they revered it. They thought the night possessed powers that the day could never match. But why? What insights did they have that we've lost? What mysteries were shared in those old nights that we can't catch anymore? Tonight, we're heading back, far back, to uncover why those who lived before us saw the night as not only holy but vital to their spirits. Before we dive into that old darkness as a group, I have a question for you. If this tale resonates with you this evening, if it ignites a bit of interest or awe, could you spare a second to subscribe to the channel and hit like on the video? And here's what I'm really wondering about. Where are you at this moment while listening? Maybe tucked in bed with dim lights or in a calm room. Perhaps you're gazing at the real sunset through your window. Leave a comment and share. I enjoy reading your thoughts. Now, lower the lights if possible. Perhaps allow some real darkness in, settle in, and let's journey to an age when night meant everything. Shut your eyes briefly and picture this, 400,000 years ago or earlier. The precise time isn't key because here's what counts. Humans were around, but fire, the type we could manage, the type we could sustain, wasn't. Not yet. Consider what that implied. Truly consider it. Each day, as the sun dipped to the horizon, a sort of dread likely slipped into our ancestors' minds. Because when the sun vanished, the world didn't merely dim, it transformed entirely. There were no fires to circle around, no torches to guide paths, no gentle light holding off shadows, just pure, total, unyielding darkness, and in that darkness all shifted. Noises grew sharper, more ominous. That sound in the foliage, was it a breeze or a predator? The daylight world that felt controllable turned enigmatic, perilous, unknowable. For half of every day in their lives, our earliest kin existed in a way we can scarcely grasp now. We term it night. They might have named it differently. The vast darkness, the era of uncertainty, the holy times. And here's the intriguing part. In that darkness, rather than discovering only terror, they uncovered something more. They found purpose. Archaeologists uncovered something amazing in a cave in Iraq, a spot named Shanidar Cave, nestled in the Zagros Mountains. Inside this cave, they found proof that altered our view of our ancient kin. They found Neanderthal graves. Now, you might say, so what? Burial of the dead is common. But here's what set these apart. They found pollen, a lot of it, kept for tens of thousands of years. These weren't stray flowers carried in by wind. The pollen arrangement indicated intent: yarrow, cornflower, hollyhock, medicinal plants, lovely plants. Someone had collected these flowers and arranged them thoughtfully near the bodies. And here's the question that lingers with me. When did they perform this? The signs point to many of these rites occurring at night or including nighttime watches. Even before humans controlled fire, before any steady light source existed, people assembled in caves amid darkness to pay tribute to their dead. Consider the bravery required to sit beside death in utter blackness, to carry out holy rites when you couldn't view your own hands. What does that reveal? It reveals that even then, in our initial eras, darkness wasn't solely the foe. It was the original sanctuary. It was where the divide between this realm and the next seemed most fragile. Now, let me move you ahead in time, though not too much, to the instant that altered all. The instant humans figured out how to sustain fire, you'd assume this would terminate the holiness of darkness, correct? You'd figure once we possessed light, we'd simply employ it to repel the night eternally. But that's not how it went. Instead, something lovely and odd took place. We formed a bond with darkness, a partnership. Fire didn't erase the night's sanctity, it highlighted it quite literally. Picture gathering by a fire beneath a starry sky. The fire forms a ring of heat and brightness, but it also deepens the surrounding darkness, making it more enigmatic, more tangible. The flames dance and leap, throwing shadows that shift like creatures. And in those shadows, in that blend of light and dark, our ancestors started seeing entities, spirits, perhaps gods, the features of their kin, the outlines of untold tales. Here's what we learn from studies of indigenous groups who uphold old customs. The Mbuti people of the Congo rainforest have a proverb that hits the core of this. When a person passes, they assemble at night by fires, sing to the woods, and say, "If darkness is and the darkness is of the forest, then the darkness must be good." Ponder that once more. If darkness is real, if it's part of nature, if it's part of the forest that supplies all we require, then darkness must be good. Not wicked, not to dread, but good, holy, essential. That's a bold notion for many of us now, right? We've learned to fear the dark. We set up nightlights for kids. We illuminate our cities until stars are hardly visible. We handle darkness like an issue to fix. But our ancestors viewed it as a guide, as an entrance, as the essence of the divine. Let me share a finding that shows this perfectly. In caves throughout Europe, especially in France and Spain, archaeologists have uncovered something that still sends shivers through me. Cave art. Not ordinary drawings, masterworks, bison, horses, human handprints crafted with skill fit for any contemporary gallery. But here's the key. These artworks are far inside the caves, really far, sometimes miles from natural light in rooms where sunlight never reaches. So envision this. You're a person from 15 to 20,000 or 30,000 years ago. You grab your valuable animal fat lamp, and animal fat was precious, it was nourishment, it was life. And you creep deep into the ground through slim corridors, past narrow gaps, into spaces of complete darkness, and there, by the wavering light of your small lamp, you paint. You make art that endures for ages. Why? Why venture so deep into darkness for these images? The conclusion many experts reach is this: these weren't mere decorations. They were holy deeds. The darkness was essential to the rite, the descent into the underworld, into the earth's core, into light's total lack. That was required. That was the essence. Because in that darkness, a change occurred. A shift, a link to the spirit realm, a dialogue with gods or beasts or forebears. And here's where it becomes truly captivating. Recent research indicates some deep cave rooms have unique sound qualities. When you're there in the dark and you chant or sing, the echoes resonate in ways that shift awareness, make you sense companionship, like something replies. Was this planned? Did our ancestors recognize that specific dark spots enhanced spiritual encounters? The evidence increasingly says yes, they did. So by the era when humans mastered fire, we weren't using it to exile darkness. We were using it to probe darkness more securely, to delve further, to grasp it better. Fire was our instrument for examining the holy night, not eliminating it. And this bond, this delicate equilibrium between light and dark, between known and unknown, became the base for nearly every spiritual custom that followed. Consider the symbols we still employ today, even if we've lost the reasons. We light candles in churches. We meditate in shaded spaces. We share ghost tales by campfires. We instinctively sense that something occurs in the mix of light and shadow. Something ancient. Something that reaches a part of us from long before cities, before society, back when we were simply humans seeking our role in a puzzling universe. And here's what I find so touching about it all. Our ancestors lacked science. They didn't understand neurons or psychology or changed states of mind, but they grasped something we're just starting to recall. They knew darkness alters us. It unlocks mental doors that daylight seals. It lets us see not with eyes, but with something deeper. Perhaps imagination or intuition or whatever ties us to existence's vast enigma. In those old nights, sitting in caves or by fires, unable to view stars due to clouds, unable to see faces clearly, people conversed, shared tales, sang, handed down knowledge. And since they couldn't see, they listened more intently, remembered more fully. The darkness forced attention that light never could. There's a neuroscience idea I find intriguing. When visual signals decrease, the brain boosts other senses and ramps up activity in zones linked to creativity and recall. Darkness truly makes us more inventive, more reflective, more linked to inner realms. Our ancestors didn't know the science, but they knew the reality. The night was for the finest stories, the deepest truths, when self and cosmos boundaries felt most open. So next time darkness scares you, recall this. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans not only endured darkness, they treasured it. They centered their holiest rites on it. They believed it concealed secrets daylight never showed. And perhaps they were correct. Maybe in rushing to brighten every spot, we've forfeited something valuable. A wisdom that comes only from embracing the unknown, from being at ease with not seeing all, trusting some things are for feeling, not viewing. That's what the original darkness taught our forebears. It taught humility. It taught they were tiny in a huge universe, yet part of infinity. It taught listening, feeling, imagining, believing in unseen yet known things. And these lessons stemmed from long nights when fire was novel, stars brilliantly bright, darkness not the foe but the guide, the sanctuary, the holy place where humans first reached the divine. Now you might wonder, sure, that's poetic, but what about later cultures? The grand societies with cities, temples, written histories. Did they abandon this old respect for darkness? Did they ignore the holy night? Well, that's where our path grows more intriguing. Because what followed wasn't rejection of night's power, it was magnification. Ancient societies took this basic grasp and constructed whole worldviews around it. They didn't merely honor darkness, they charted it. They named its ruling gods. They made complex rites to traverse it, and none did so more thoroughly, more brilliantly than the Egyptians. So, let me pose this. Are you prepared to plunge into the underworld with the sun god? Ready to pass 12 gates of darkness and emerge changed? Because that's our next destination. Envision standing on the Nile's western bank 3,500 years ago. The sun sets, tinting the sky crimson and gold, and all around, watch with reverence odd to modern views. For ancient Egyptians, sunset wasn't merely scenic. It was their chief god's literal death. Ra, the sun deity, died before them. Soon, he'd start the riskiest voyage any god faced, a trip through 12 hours of utter darkness, fighting beasts, crossing fire rivers, risking never returning. I know what you're thinking. This seems like myth, fantasy, invention. But here's what truly captivates me. To Egyptians, this wasn't symbolic. It was fact. As real as gravity to us, as the device in your hand. They firmly believed nightly the sun god entered an underworld named the Duat. The world's survival hinged on his dawn emergence. No big deal, right? And remarkably, they charted this voyage. They recorded it in texts so precise we can track Ra hour by hour through his night trip. The best known is the Amduat, meaning that which is in the underworld. When Italian explorer Giovanni Battista Belzoni entered Pharaoh Seti-I's tomb in 1817, he saw these texts on every wall, ceiling, lit by his torch. He called it a lucky day. And that might understate it, as he found a roadmap to the afterlife, a darkness guide in hieroglyphs and vivid images, waiting over 3,000 years. So let's follow Ra into the Duat and view what Egyptians thought happened in those 12 night hours. I promise it's unlike anything you've met. The first hour starts at sunset at the Gap of Abydos. Imagine Ra's solar bark, magnificent by day, decked in amethyst, emerald, jasper, turquoise, gold shining in sun. But nearing the western horizon, something occurs. Gods at underworld gates strip the bark of splendor, beauty, glory, all gone. The bark turns plain, humble, and Ra transforms from mighty sun god to a corpse, not figuratively. Texts say Ra becomes a lifeless body, towed by other gods through dense darkness. Pause and consider the theology. Egyptians believed their strongest god died fully each night, and the world waited to see if he'd revive at dawn. Imagine that cosmic tension, every sunset possibly the final one. But here's where it intrigues. The Duat isn't what most picture as underworld. We imagine hell, fire, torment, demons with forks. But Egyptian Duat differed. It was a true place in their cosmology, a realm under earth with rivers, fields, mountains, lakes, gates, guardians. Some features normal, others bizarre. Fire lakes, turquoise trees, infinite iron walls. In the second hour, Ra's bark enters an area with early challenges. Serpent guardians watch gates. Lost souls wander in darkness, hoping for Ra's light glimpse. Because here's the lovely part. As Ra passes the Duat, his light briefly revives the dead there. For that hour he traverses their zone. The dead awaken. They see, speak, recall life. Then, as Ra advances, they sleep again, awaiting tomorrow's return. Consider the kindness in that belief. Death isn't nothingness, it's rest. And nightly, briefly, loved ones wake in divine presence. Not suffering, not tortured, just waiting, sleeping, awakening when the light God passes. I find that comforting, even millennia later. The third hour brings Ra to beautiful Amentet, Osiris's kingdom. If Ra rules day, Osiris rules dead, underworld lord. Texts show him in white Upper Egypt crown and red Lower Egypt crown, enthroned splendidly, judging dead. This is where heart-weighing occurs. Deceased approach Osiris, hearts weighed against Ma'at's feather, truth and justice goddess. If lighter than feather, you succeed. If heavier from lies, cruelty, wrongs, you fail. And failure, Amit, part crocodile, lion, hippopotamus, devours your heart. No afterlife, no retreats. You cease meaningfully. That's hell, isn't it? Not fire and pain, but nothingness. Egyptians feared erasure more than torment. Being forgotten, unnamed, memory lost, that was worst. But let's trail Ra. The fourth hour is eerie. Per the Book of Gates, another detailed text, Ra's bathed in full darkness here. His bark towed by 4 deities through a structure with 9 shrines, each with mummified gods. Picture floating through total blackness, passing shrine after shrine of wrapped, silent deities. Gods themselves, sleeping or dead, or between states. Even gods aren't fully alive here. Like the cosmos, holds breath. The 5th hour intensifies. Ra enters a flame chamber, not symbolic, actual fire per texts, only withstanders pass. Imagine ancient Egyptians reading these tomb carvings, knowing they'd journey similarly. You'd memorize details, right? You'd want to know what awaits after death, as knowledge might ensure passage. By 6th and 7th hours, Ra faces more serpents, guardians, tests. Duat sections named Road of Secret Things, Hidden Place, regions gods tread cautiously, and always Apep's threat. Apep merits his spot. He's Egyptian mythology's ultimate villain, not mere bad guy. Chaos embodied, huge serpent whose nightly goal is halting Ra's bark, swallowing the sun, ending day-night cycle, plunging universe into eternal chaos. Per Egyptians, he nearly wins sometimes. Daytime solar eclipse? Apep's brief win. World stopped for rituals aiding Ra's fight, ensuring sun's return. Nightly, this underworld battle raged deep in darkness. As humans slept unaware, Ra battled for existence. Around the 9th hour, change begins. Ra starts transforming. To rebirth, he must alter. Texts describe him entering life of the gods, an enormous serpent. Yes, the bark and all enter a giant snake's body. Inside, Ra shifts from aged corpse to Khepri, scarab beetle god of rising sun, new starts, youth, vitality. Ever seen a scarab? They rolled dung balls. To Egyptians, it resembled Khepri pushing the sun. Humble image for cosmic event, right? Mighty sun god reborn as beetle. But that's the point. Rebirth needs change. You can't remain the same. You become new. 10th and 11th hours prepare. Bark drawn to eastern horizon. 12 goddesses pull ropes, drawing Ra nearer dawn. The dead form from Duat, entry now fully Khepri, set to emerge. And the 12th hour is enchanting. Texts say, darkness has fallen and births shine forth. The serpent's mouth opens to eastern horizon. Ra emerges. Not old Ra, but Khepri. Morning sun, new day's promise. Here's what chills me. Each Egyptian dawn was victory. Proof Ra succeeded. Order beat chaos again. World continued one more day. Sunrise wasn't pleasant. It was miracle, daily revival, cosmic win over darkness and decay. You might ask why this matters. Why care about ancient Egyptian night beliefs? Here's my response. Egyptians grasped something deep about darkness. They saw it not as void or evil, but transformation's place, necessary path. No next day without night, no rebirth without death. Darkness wasn't penalty or problem. It was crucible for change. Reflect on your life. Haven't you faced dark times, feeling lost, path unseen, each day a fight? Egyptians would say you're in your Duat, traversing personal underworld, facing personal serpents, fire lakes. Question isn't if you'll face dark times. Everyone does. Question is if you'll emerge transformed or survive unchanged. Egyptian night journey maps that change. It says, yes, darkness is real, dangerous, with monsters, but you're not alone. Guides exist. 12 goddesses, protective deities, generational knowledge, and crucially, beyond darkness is rebirth. Not survival, true renewal. That's why Egyptians devoted time, resources to these texts, carving tomb walls, teaching generations. They gifted people knowledge that darkness has order, can be grasped, navigated, leads to dawn. What powerful belief, what life-altering view of sacred night. Next time in dark period, recall Ra. Even sun dies nightly to rebirth mornings. Darkness has 12 hours, not forever. Transformation occurs in unseen places, depths we'd avoid, underworld we fear entering. Every dawn promises if we keep going, facing darkness, we'll emerge transformed, renewed. But Egyptians weren't sole civilization with elaborate night rites for sacred darkness. Across the world, in Central America's jungles, another culture held night ceremonies equally potent, more unsettling. They thought to speak with ancestors, maintain cosmic order, they must shed blood in darkness, and not finger pricks. What they did was so extreme, intense, archaeologists first discovering evidence scarcely believed it real. Ready to enter a Maya palace's torchlit darkness on an October night in 709? Because what's next isn't for the timid. October 7th, 709. Yaxchilan's night air hangs thick, warm, filled with jungle sounds, insects humming, night birds calling, distant howler monkey roars fading to sleep. But in the royal palace, different noises, torches crackling, priests murmuring chants softly. And if you listen close, something else. Sharp breath intake, quiet gasp of someone in immense pain, self-chosen, offered to gods and ancestors watching from darkness's veil. What I'll describe happened. We know from Maya stone carvings preserved over 1,000 years. When archaeologists first viewed these, they struggled to accept. Because what Maya did in nighttime darkness pushed human endurance limits for sacred reasons. Set the scene precisely. King Itzamnaj Balaam III stands in ceremonial chamber, holding massive torch overhead. Firelight flickers on walls, casting wild shadows, seeming alive. Kneeling before him, his wife, Lady Kabal Suk, adorned in elaborate attire, jade jewels, feathered headgear, woven fabrics from months of work. She holds a rope, but not ordinary, threaded with sharp stingray spines. Each could cause deep wound. Now intensity rises. Lady Kabal Zook pulls this spine-threaded rope through her tongue. Slowly, purposefully, let that sink in through her tongue. Below, bark paper positioned catches each blood drop. Blood isn't waste, it's purpose, offering. What opens gateway between worlds and ancestors' realm? I must pause, acknowledge, this disturbs, it should. But before labeling barbaric or primitive, grasp why. Maya weren't sadists, weren't proving toughness, sought dead communication. Believed firmly this happened only in darkness, via blood, sacrifice profound enough to shatter human experience boundaries. Epigrapher David Stewart, decoding Maya script his career, found key in texts. Burning and bloodletting linked as spiritual ritual modes. That phrase matters. Linked, not separate. Blood caught on bark paper, then burned. In smoke from burning blood, ancestors appeared. Or so Maya believed, visions, smoke faces, beyond messages. And here's captivating part. These rites nearly always nighttime. Sometimes texts note exact calendar dates. We calculate many ceremonies during moon's darkest phases, midnight, or post-sunset celestial alignments. Why? Why dark? I think it ties to Egyptians, but deeper. Darkness wasn't symbolic for Maya, functional, altered consciousness. Consider, you're in severe pain, losing blood. Body floods with endorphins, adrenaline, in dark room lit only by flickering torches making all unreal, dreamlike. Brain altered, primed for seeing unseen normally. Or, as Maya argued, primed for seeing actually there, usually invisible. Lady Kabal Zook wasn't sole practitioner. Evidence from Maya sites shows bloodletting across society, royals with elaborate rites, finest tools, detailed records. But common Maya too. Households gathered nightly, made small cuts, burned bloodied paper or cloth, reached ancestors, tools heartbreaking in variety, obsidian blades sharper than modern scalpels, skillfully napped, stingray spines from coast at great cost, deemed sacred. those spine ropes found in ceremonial caches stored in ritual structures. One site yielded obsidian blade on shelf with large tubular bone beads, varied deer bone items, shaped young white-tailed deer scapula, 2 prismatic blades, jade axe. Not casual kit, sacred collection for spiritual technology. Technology for veil piercing in night, and surprising, pain wasn't point. Sounds contradictory, but hear me. Pain, side effect. They sought altered state, vision, boundary permeability. Blood offering, yes, but medium. Like toll for bridge crossing, not money, but self-part, intimate, life force, blood. Toll-grabbing universes notice. There's lovely, terrible logic if stepping past modern views. What do you prize most? Comfort, safety, body integrity. So meaningful sacrifice costs most, not external like incense or flowers, but internal, hurting. Proving seriousness for other side contact. Maya calendar sophisticated. Rituals timed to celestial events were just grasping. Recent studies show many bloodletting during Venus cycles, eclipses, winter solstice. Not random. Maya believed certain times thin places, world's fabric thin, communication easier, ancestors listening closely, always at night, or, if day started, night culminated. Reason beyond symbol. Night shifts human consciousness, circadian rhythms change, melatonin surges, reality perception fluid, open to suggestion, spotting patterns daylight deems ordinary. Maya knew intuitively, without neurological terms. From my research, modern Maya communities continue traditional practices. Not extreme bloodletting, but darkness, smoke, altered states rituals. Description similar. Smoke faces, wind voices, shadow presences. Dismiss as hallucination, low-light brain tricks. Or consider darkness, ritual create conditions perceiving normally filtered. Anthropologically interesting. Maya combined bloodletting with sensory manipulations, breaking ordinary consciousness, fasted days pre-ritual, stayed awake nightly, consumed cacao drinks, possibly psychoactive plants altering mind, surrounded by incense smoke hazing chamber, blurring all, done in darkness or near, lit by unstable torches, leaping shadows on walls. Combined perfect storm for visionary experience, mystical encounter, beyond ordinary contact. Blood anchored, proof not imagination, can't imagine such pain. Blood down arm or from tongue, physical sacrifice made spiritual vision undeniable. Yachilan carving from Lady Cabal Zook's ceremony shows post-bloodletting, in smoke from burned blood-soaked paper, figure. Maya carved it, serpent from smoke, from serpent's mouth warrior ancestor, armed, seeming to counsel or bless ritual performer. Not artistic flair. What they believed seen. What ritual produced? Why dwell on disturbing? What ties to ancient night sanctity? Because Maya took sacred darkness to extreme. Didn't just respect night, didn't just ceremony in dark. Believed darkness essential for vital human communication, conversations with dead, ancestors, world-shaping forces. Believed so strongly, endured extraordinary pain. That means not casual spirituality, not candle-lighting prayer, self-feeling good. Spirituality serious as death, blood in veins, darkness falling nightly, without rites perhaps never lifting. Admirable in commitment level, even if unreplicable. Took beliefs seriously. Didn't box spirituality to Sunday or holidays. Sacred relationship woven into existence fabric, blood written, night performed, renewed via costly rituals. Archaeologists studying Maya nightlife, yes, now a field, archaeology of night, found bloodletting one part of larger nocturnal activities. Maya worked nights when cooler, held councils post-day labor, told stories, danced, made love, gave birth, tended sick, all under darkness. Something else. Maya could day ritual technically, nothing prevented, but chose night deliberately, consistently, as night transformed right, made powerful, effective, real. Darkness, no obstacle. Ingredient, essential in spiritual technology developed centuries. What moves me most? When Lady Kabal Sook pulled spine rope through tongue that October 709 night, blood falling to bark, husband holding torch, smoke rising, ancestors appearing. She wasn't alien to human, profoundly, achingly human, connecting with lost loved, maintaining ancestor ties, ensuring family, city, world blessed, protected by beyond veil forces. Method extreme, pain real. But impulse we feel. We talk to dead loved, visit graves, leave flowers, want to believe lost not gone, hear us, care, watch. Maya took universal longing, gave technology, method, ritual they believed worked. As torch flames flickered, blood smoke rose, night deepened in Yaxchilan chamber. What really occurred? Lady Kabal Zook communicating ancestors? Or pain hallucination? Answer matters less than believed, matters her belief. Culture, created framework, profound spiritual experience, possible, expected, honored, darkness so sacred, powerful, worth bleeding. But Maya not only culture building spiritual life around moon cycles, sacred night, moon worship worldwide. From Mesopotamian deserts to Polynesian islands, Central Asian steppes to North American forests. Remarkable similarity in beliefs among unmet, untraded, unknown peoples. Almost moon teaching humanity same lessons, truths, showing same face to all gazing night sky in awe. So, lift gaze upward. Follow moonlight, see what ancestors saw dancing across darkness. Something about moon gets under skin, right? Even now with science knowing it's rock orbiting Earth, reflecting sunlight, still magical seeing silver disk in darkness, you sense it. Pull, mystery, mind whisper moon knows what you don't. Imagine that pull without science. Ancient human watching moon as thin crescent, growing nightly to full circle, shrinking to darkness, reborn 2 to 3 nights later. Monthly, reliably, moon dies, revives. How not sacred? How not goddess god, cosmic force-wielding life-death power? What fascinates about moon worship? It emerged everywhere. Cultures never met. Opposite world sides, different languages, foods, societies. All gazed moon, reached similar views. Moon rules cycles, controls water, tides, fertility, women's bodies, time. Start Mesopotamia, civilization cradle, oldest moon worship around 4,000 years ago in ancient Babylon. Moon god Sin, or Nana, not minor. Father of sun god Shamash, love goddess Ishtar. Hierarchy note, moon outranked sun, night deity more vital than day. Why? Moon measured time. Babylonian calendar lunar on moon's 29.5-day cycle. Months started new moon. Festivals timed moon phases. Couldn't organize society, plan rites without moon watch. And beautiful. Earliest god symbol 8-pointed star. Over time, star tied divine, heavenly, sacred. Sun, moon, Venus linked major deities, Shamash, Sin, Ishtar, as people saw night sky not distant objects but living beings, gods moving purposefully across darkness. Now to world other side, Polynesia, scattered Pacific islands, different culture, no Mesopotamia contact, thousands water miles apart. What find? Moon goddess Hina, creator deity, earth representatives Wahin, sacred women. Moon created life, governed women's cycles, controlled tides. Polynesian navigators relied for ocean voyages. Different culture, same reverence, same grasp. Moon held feminine creative power. Or ancient Persia, Moon Ma or Mitra, World Mother. Or Mexico Aztecs, Moon Metzli or Coyolxauhqui, traveling night hunting victims. Or New Zealand Maori, Moon Maneater, fearing lunar destructive power. Details differ, but core constant. Moon powerful, alive, rules night with authority demanding respect, ritual. Interesting gender question. Between Tropic Capricorn, Cancer, most inhabited world, Moon mostly female, Luna, Selene, Chang'e, Hina, moon goddesses, but some cultures, male moon. Egypt Khonsu, Thoth male moon gods, Babylonia Sin Nana male, India Chandra male. Why? Scholars think male moon gods, older cultural layers, perhaps ancient hunting peoples where moon role differed, but where moon tied agriculture, fertility, women's menstruation, averaging lunar cycle length 29.5 days, moon became feminine. Connection between moon, women's bodies in worldwide languages, words menstruation, moon share roots multiple families, menses from Latin month, from moon, connection obvious to ancients, embedded language. But what truly made moon sacred? 3 dark days. Monthly about 3 nights, moon vanishes fully. New moon phase, no moon, just darkness where light was. Ancients terrified these days, not anxious, afraid, created myths explaining. Many cultures, moon eaten by monsters. China, Thailand, heavenly dragon. Germanic tribes, Native Americans, wolves or coyotes. Africa, Indonesia, snakes. India, star demons, Rahu, Ketu. South America, jaguar. Always predator, always killer, consumer. Moon didn't fade naturally. Attacked, devoured, killed. So people made noise, shot sky arrows, banged drums, screamed, everything scaring monster, helping moon escape, ensuring return. Because if not, if 1 month darkness won, if moon devoured forever, not irrational superstition, existential terror, moon measured time, without how no plant harvest right times, moon return not guaranteed, fought, prayed, protected. When returned, thin crescent post-sunset west sky, relief profound, world continued, time continued, cycles continued. Now lunar eclipses took fear higher. Lunar eclipse Earth's shadow on moon, turning blood red. Without astronomy, seeing moon blood-colored, shadow swallowed, what think? Monsters winning. Perhaps end. Cultures interpreted fascinatingly. Many Native American tribes, Khoisan Africa, Ainu Japan, Minangkabau Sumatra, believed eclipse moon, sick, fainting, dying. Arctic North America, Inuit, Alit believed sun, moon left places checking Earth right, cosmic parents surprise inspecting, but most saw eclipses attacks, light-dark battles, moments needing human intervention desperately. Performed rituals community-wide, all left houses, made noise, sacrificed animals, prayed, pleaded God save moon, and always worked. Moon returned, reinforcing rituals necessary, human action influencing cosmic events, not passive observers, but active participants keeping universe running. Modern science perspective interesting. Moon influences Earth life measurably, tides obvious. Moon gravity pulls oceans, creating highs, lows coastal peoples depended millennia. But more. Many animals time reproduction to moon. Sea turtles, coral, fish spawn specific phases. Some studies suggest moon affects human sleep, data debated. Point. Ancients not mad seeing moon life rhythms connection, observing real phenomena, creating frameworks, understand, work with. Said moon governs fertility, not entirely wrong. Said controls water, absolutely right. Explained mythologically, not gravitationally. Favorite moon ritual still today: Mid-Autumn Festival, China, East Asia. Families gather full moon 8th lunar month, light lanterns, admire moon, tell Chang'e stories, moon goddess in lunar palace with jade rabbit company, eat moon cakes, round pastries lotus or red bean paste shaped like full moon. Cool part: 1400s China under Mongolian rule. Revolutionaries used mooncakes distribute secret messages, coordinating uprisings. Notes inside sweet cakes when, where, rebel. Mongolians never suspected festival treats revolution vehicles. Even 2014 Hong Kong artists revived, distributing mooncakes with protest messages. Moon Festival tool resistance, community organizing, saying unspoken during day. Poetic, right? Using moon celebration, ancient cycles, transformation, renewal symbol to plan political social change. Moon always represented change. Monthly shows death, rebirth natural, inevitable, cosmic order part. Full becomes empty. Disappeared returns. Nothing same, nothing forever lost. Cultures found meaning-specific phases: new moontime silence, inner vision, spiritual gestation. Many indigenous believed new moon plant medicines deeper, dreams prophetic, world's veil thinnest, dangerous time, powerful, careful intentions, actions, full moon ceremonies max power. World seemed awake under full moonlight, illuminated trails, open dream portals, empowered healing. Many indigenous scheduled key rituals full moon. Peyote ceremonies, vision quests, healing dances. Moonlight activated dormant spiritual forces. Waxing, waning phases own significance. Waxing moon crescent to full-time plant ideas, prayers, seeds. Wanted growth, initiated waxing. Wanting full to crescent time cleanse, release, let die unserving. Today, lunar gardeners plant above-ground crops, waxing, below-ground waning. Old wisdom practiced, touching practice. Many cultures stood full moonlight healing. Girls, small breasts stood glow, believing development help. Tumor people pointed waning moon, asking shrink growths as moon shrank. Newborns exposed moonlight, waning phase, symbolically washed, purified, blessed. Not scientific, obviously. Rituals hope, cosmic connection, belief universe alive, responsive human needs. What strikes most about moon worship across cultures? Time not linear. Modern West sees time arrow, past, present, future straight. Lunar time circular, cyclical. What was again, died reborn, no final end, transformation, return. Profoundly different reality experience. If believe time circular, death phase ongoing cycle, moon proves monthly resurrection real, natural, changes living, changes facing difficulties, changes grieving, nothing permanent, good or bad. This passes, this returns, wheel turns. Sometimes wonder modern anxiety, rushing forward unknown conclusion comes, partly losing lunar time. Live solar time now, 24-hour days, 365-year digital clocks unwavering. Solar time relentless, never repeats. Day gone forever. Lunar time gentler, reminds cycles repeat. Another chance next month. Darkness yields light, light darkness, both necessary, both sacred. Ancients worshipping moon understood no growth without decay, no fullness without emptiness, no light without darkness. Moon teaches monthly, full face then hiding, dying reborn, governing tides, blood, planning seasons, endless patient cycling. So built shrines, calculated calendars, moon movements, timed festivals, plannings, sacred ceremonies phases. believed watched in darkness, silver guardian understanding transformation, transforming monthly. Goddess change, fate, mysterious forces governing life rhythms, acknowledged or not. But moon not soul celestial guide, ancients looked darkness. Beyond moon, planets, stars, thousands forming patterns, constant wheeling night sky. Indigenous worldwide Arctic to Amazon developed star understanding, breathtaking sophistication, spiritual depth, didn't just navigate stars, lived by, built cosmologies around. So lift eyes higher past moon vast star fields, ancients read like sacred light written texts. When last saw Milky Way, really saw, light river across darkness, star dense like spilled milk. For most city dwellers, answer probably never, or once camping years ago. Light pollution stole stars, 80% world population, traded cosmos for streetlights. Doing so, lost essential human existence. Ability read night sky like book, navigate physically, spiritually, understand patterns above intimately tied patterns within. But places earth truly dark skies remain. Stars bright casting shadows, Milky Way vivid touchable. There, indigenous maintain night sky relationship beyond astronomy. Kept knowledge most modern world forgot. Stars not distant suns but living presences, ancestral beings, sacred maps guiding body, soul through darkness. First South America, Andes high plains, Inca descendants gaze night sky, see what Western astronomers miss. Dark constellations, not bright stars connected, but Milky Way dark patches, star absence, cosmic dust blocking light. Key dark constellation, Rhea. Large flightless bird running South American grasslands, not bird shape, cosmic clock. Rhea clearest April-June, visible, signals activities critical survival. When plant potatoes, harvest quinoa, animals birth, perform ceremonies ensuring land fertility. Sophistication note. Western astronomy focuses stars, bright points, connect into constellations, Orion Hunter, Big Dipper, Southern Cross. Andean saw same sky differently, looked star darkness, found meaning, understood absence significant as presence, shadow, light together full picture. Not practical astronomy alone. Rhea sacred, represented earth-sky connection, living, cosmic governing life forces, planting potatoes, Rhea appearance not agricultural calendar, ritual, aligning actions, celestial rhythms, maintaining human world harmony above. Now Australia, Aboriginal people's oldest continuous culture, Earth, at least 65,000 years, possibly longer. Throughout, watched stars, learned, encoded knowledge stories past hundreds generations. Aboriginal sea stars, ancestral beings, each constellation dreamtime story, sacred era world created. Ancestors walked Earth, then ascended stars, stories, not tales, teaching tools encoding navigation, weather prediction, seasonal changes, moral lessons, woven narratives, lifetime unpacking. Remarkable, stories verified modern science. Aboriginal tales, ocean covering now coastline. Told so long, described geography over 7,000 years ago, pre-sea level rise. Stars helped remember history. Hold knowledge timescales, making written records yesterday's news. Perhaps beautiful indigenous star knowledge, Amazon rainforest. Indigenous group sophisticated understanding, treating night sky living spiritual map. To forest peoples, night not sleep alone, spiritual education, beneath starry sky songs sung, smoke offered, stories shared, signs read. Phrase from researchers, look stars, remember part vast mysterious, cosmos alive inside too. Not metaphor, indigenous Amazonians, literal. Celestial, earthly realms not separate. Two aspects, same living universe. Interpenetrating, influencing, dancing rhythms humans learn, perceive sitting, darkness, paying attention. How works practice? Many Amazonian groups attention not stars alone, but rise set times, Milky Way yearly appearances, subtle night sky changes most miss. Dark Milky Way clouds disappear view, no dry season began. Full moon rises harvest, signal gratitude spirits. Ceremonial calendar not arbitrary dates. Based observation, reading sky, maintaining living cosmos relationship, moving, opposite industrial time, modern, live clocks, calendars, same regardless nature. January 1st, moon full or new, snowing or sunny, stars one configuration or another. Time abstract, divorced natural. But ceremonial time, indigenous time-based observation, responsive, alive, says perform ceremony. Cosmos says time, not predetermined date, profound respect embedded, humans not time masters dictating, participants cosmic rhythms larger, requires patience, attention, most requires darkness, deep unpolluted darkness seeing universe doing. Now North Arctic, Sami people, indigenous northern Scandinavia, Kola Peninsula, Russia. Place much year snow-covered sky vast light dark distinction dimensions equator people struggle imagine. Winter sun barely rises, summer barely sets. Between, sky displays light, darkness feels supernatural. Sami two primary deities traditions. Bieva sun, Manu moon. Makes sense, researcher explained. Sun giving light us, moon giving much light us. Landscape survival making most available light, naturally revere sources. Watch closely, learn patterns, develop relationship beyond observation into worship, gratitude, conversation. Sami developed vocal technique yoic, traditional singing evoking feelings, places, people, animals. Storyman named Antti created yoic, long summer storm started suddenly herding reindeer. Melody not about storm. Storm translated sound, capturing essence moment, surprise, nature power, vulnerability open, preserving. Whenever sang yoic, connected experience. Indigenous do night sky, not observe. Translate stories, songs, ceremonies, practical knowledge, spiritual understanding. Stars not gas balls billions miles. Relationships, teachers, ancestors, guides, physical, metaphysical darkness. Something surprise. 1999 Germany archaeologists discovered object-changing Bronze Age European astronomy understanding. Nebra sky disk. Bronze disk about 32 centimeter diameter. Golden celestial symbols. Dates roughly 3,600 years. Oldest known cosmos representation. Disk shows researchers identify sun, crescent moon, stars including grouping perhaps Pleiades, symbol may be boat or rainbow, scholar depending. Controversial. Some German scholars claim Nebra disk calibrated solar, lunar calendars syncing golden symbols actual night sky. But Hungarian archaeologist Emilia Pastor, different interpretation. Argues disk primarily symbolic not practical, physical cosmos representation, spiritual role not computational. Points using calendar require mathematical level no clear Bronze Age Europe evidence. More likely, suggests sacred object held ceremonies, allowing hold cosmos peace hands, connect celestial tangible way. Her interpretation beautiful, suggests Bronze Age ancestors cared night sky so, found sacred meaningful crafted sophisticated object honor, not use, calculate, but revere, capture, gold bronze, preserve, past generations. Brings question modern rarely ask. Why prehistoric notice celestial at all? Live world light polluted, barely see stars, might notice big full moon, solar eclipse news tells, otherwise ignore sky. Why ancient care? Answer: archaeologists study this simple. Had care. Before artificial light, sky most dramatic changeable environment thing. Weather unpredictable, celestial reliable. Sun rose set. Moon phases, stars wheeled predictable patterns, needed no plant, harvest, winter coming, watch sky. Calendar, clock, weather forecast one, but more practical. Prehistoric noticed sun, moon cyclical early, noted winter, summer solstices, shortest, longest days, not marked abstract calendar, celebrated, ritualized, sacred significant solstices, cosmic turning points, moments light-dark balance shifted, universe pivoting. Observations happen night or culminated night. Track sun position day, sure, but understand astronomically, need whole sky. See sun setting position shifts horizon yearly. See stars visible times, need darkness, chills. Worldwide Amazon Arctic, Australia, Andes, indigenous aligned spiritual, physical actions, moon, stars, plant cosmos tells, harvest heaven signal, hold ceremonies specific celestial, because understand, not metaphor, reality, live harmony world must dance sky rhythm. Passage indigenous Amazonian research keep returning, says, waxing moon, time plant ideas, prayers, seeds, time growth, initiation, waning moon, time cleanse, release, let die, no longer serves, not superstition, coherent philosophy, time, action, world being. Says different moments, different qualities, potentials, wise learns, read moments, act accordingly. Contrast most live now, do same regardless sky. Plant store has seedlings, decide-based work schedules, calendar dates, nothing cosmic rhythms, become disconnected patterns ancestors believed essential living well. And no lost disconnection? Lost part larger. Live stars, time-life celestial rhythms, constantly reminded not separate universe. Woven, cosmos not distant, irrelevant, here, influencing life measurable ways, connecting patterns, span galaxies, eons. Indigenous don't observe stars, just plant time, look heavens, remember who. Many believe person-born certain celestial movements influence, not rigid fate, spiritual pathwalk, stars' birth guides, comets' omens, celestial alignments signal change, initiation, healing. Night sky personalized soul journey map. Imagine growing taught childhood stars, relatives, ancestors, guides, family tree stretching time beginning. Fundamentally change world movement, give belonging, place, purpose most modern, desperately lack. Today, many live never looking up. City lights drown stars. Roofs, distractions replaced wonder. Researchers estimate 80% human skies bright, can't see Milky Way. Cosmic river guided ancestors hundreds thousands years invisible most. With lost orientation source, inspiration, spiritual connection, every human culture recent considered essential. But beautiful. Stars still there. Patterns unfolding, cosmos alive, speaking willing listen. Don't need live Amazon Arctic, Andes reconnect night sky. Find dark place, let eyes adjust, look up, really look. Give time, let stars emerge, Milky Way reveal, sit ancient darkness, remember feel small human beneath infinite cosmos, indigenous doing millennia, sitting beneath stars, learning lessons, encoding wisdom stories, songs, ceremonies, understood darkness not empty, full light, yes, also meaning connection, knowledge acquired, patient sight night, pay attention. Stars not only teachers, ancients found darkness. Another element, force humans learned control, changed night experience. Fire, sacred fire. Fire not push back darkness, transform. Created space light shadow dance, boundary this world, spirit world crossed. Turn cold starlight warm flame light. Explore why fire not practical tool but sacred technology, navigating holy darkness. Something primal, staring fire night. Mind quiets, breathing slows, dancing flames pull, thoughts didn't know had. With others around fire, talk ways don't day, deeper, honest, share vulnerable. Fire does, especially darkness fire. Creates sacred space, warmth light circle feels protected, vast unknown pressing sides. Ancestors understood bones. Fire not tool cooking, warming, though both. Spiritual technology, bridge human, divine worlds. Talk gods, transform matter state another, literally change darkness light. Importantly, fire revealed true power night. Day, flame just flame. Night, fire magic. Take ancient Mexico, Aztec Empire, cosmic terror moment. Every 52 years, Aztec calendar complete cycle ended. Calendar wheels, multiple interlocking, line up, complete rotations simultaneously. Aztecs believed world might end. Not metaphorically, actually. Sun might not rise. Cosmos stop. Everything dissolve primordial chaos. What did? Performed new fire ceremony, not small ritual. Empire-wide, coordinated, mandatory every person Aztec territory. As 52nd year closed, every fire empire extinguished. Every home hearth, temple flame, torch, everything. Entire civilization dark simultaneously, creating darkness complete most imagine. No street lights, electric glow, ambient pollution. Aztecs put fires, darkness total, then absolute blackness. Everyone waited. Families huddled dark homes. Priests stood dark temples. Empire held breath, wondering sun abandoned forever. If fifth world end, gods decided humanity time up. Volcanic mountain Huixactlan. Priests performed key ritual. Took captive, warrior chosen honor. Laid sacrificial stone. Moment, Pleiades constellation, zenith night sky, cut heart, still beating, warm life, place chest, set fire, flame-born human sacrifice, precise cosmic moment, new fire, fire restart world. Representatives every city awaited torches, moment sacred flame caught, lit torches, ran darkness back cities carrying new fire, proof gods granted another 52 years, arrived lit temple fires, from temple fires people lit home fires, within hours empire ablaze light, born single sacred mountain flame. Imagine relief, joy, overwhelming gratitude, world not ended, sunrise again, life continue, every home fire carried sacred flame peace, direct connection moment cosmos gave humanity chance. That's extreme example. Human sacrifice, extreme. But underlying principle, fire, darkness, power, fire, daylight doesn't, shows everywhere. Take different time, place show mean. Celtic lands, probably 2,000 years ago, Samhain Festival. Festival became Halloween, originally serious. Samhain marked harvest end, winter start, year dark half. Celts believed night boundary living dead, thin, porous, easy cross. Spirits walk living. Ancestors return old homes, not all spirits friendly. What did? Lit bonfires. Massive community bonfires, hilltops visible miles every direction. Fires served multiple. Practically light, warmth, cold autumn night. Symbolically represented sun power preserved dark winter months. Spiritually important, believed combat winter impending darkness, protect roaming night spirits. But fascinating. Fires not meant eliminate darkness, meant coexist. Create space within darkness humans gather safely. Yes, also honor darkness, acknowledge power, recognize winter, death, spirit world, natural order. Part couldn't, shouldn't destroyed. People take flames, communal bonfires, home relight hearth fires, hearth Celtic home heart, fire cooked food, provided warmth, kept family alive, winter. Hearth fire connected Samhain bonfire, meant home protected, blessed, linked community collective spiritual power. Beautiful continuity Aztecs. Though cultures never met, different belief systems both understood fire-created connection. Flame sacred source carries sacredness. Living divine peace hold feed, keep alive own home. Powerful magic think. Jump forward. 791. Maya City, Bonampak, Chiapas, Mexico. Archaeologists discovered murals detailed, vivid. Window Maya life, not many sources. One mural shows changed understanding fire, darkness, ancient warfare. Mural depicts nocturnal battle. No nocturnal dark murky colors, cosmic iconography. King Yaxin-Balaam, warriors wielding spears, clubs, fighting enemies darkness. Background, temple burning. Flames leap structure, creating only significant light entire scene. Fire weaponized, not comfort, cooking, ceremony. Fire terror, destruction, war tool. Battle night not coincidental. Darkness strategic advantage, surprise element, defense coordination difficulty. Primal fear attacked can't see clearly. Fire darkness not destructive, psychologically devastating. Imagine sacred temple burn, midnight, flames visible miles, announcing city fallen. But even context, weaponized, destructive, fire retained sacred qualities. Burning temple, not military tactic, spiritual violation, saying gods can't protect, sacred fires meaningless, divine connection severed. Firepower came sacredness, weaponizing sacredness made terrible. Now shift gears, something intimate, domestic, equally profound. Throughout ancient civilizations, Egypt, China, Americas, people used night fire commune dead. Already talked Maya burning blood-soaked bark paper creates smoke ancestors appear. But simpler, universal practices show fire medium speaking past. Ancient Egypt, archaeologists call wick sticks, simple oil lamps long handles, appear funerary texts found tombs, including Tutankhamun's. Why? Dead needed light underworld. Remember, Ra's nightly journey brought temporary light dead, but individual souls needed own light sources navigate Duat. Wicks, sticks not grave goods, tools afterlife, ways deceased create fire darkness absolute, find way, but lamps function living too. New Kingdom period, roughly 1570-1069 BCE, mourners light lamps night, perform ceremonies light. Flickering flames created atmosphere boundary worlds thinner. Living imagine communicating deceased, feel presence died, maintain relationships ultimate divide. Deeply human impulse, right? Still light candles dead. Put flames birthday cakes, graves, memorial services, still understand, even unarticulated, fire means more night, creates space transformation possible, ordinary rules not apply. Anthropological perspective interesting. Across different cultures, consistent pattern, important fires lit transitional times, winter solstice, darkness deepest, light symbolically reborn. New year, cycle ends, another begins. Funerals, person transitions, life death. Weddings, two families one. Harvest festivals, summer-winter transitions, transitional moments considered dangerous traditional societies, liminal spaces, thresholds, normal order temporarily suspended, anything happen. Fire tool humans navigate dangerous transitions safely. Flame constant, everything else changing. Warm world cold, bright world dark, alive transcending particular moment, connecting past fires, future unbroken chain, Aztec new fire ceremony ultimate expression, whole world transitioning 52-year cycle next, cosmos threshold, fire tool safely carried humanity across new age. But don't need empire-wide coordination experience transitional firepower. Every candlelit memorial, participating ancient understanding. Every fire pit gather New Year's Eve, reenacting thousands years rituals. Every peace connection sends campfire night, tapping ancestors new intimately. Fire darkness sacred represents human ability, create order chaos, light darkness, warmth cold. Question worth sitting. Why fire reveal full power, only darkness? Day, bonfire, impressive, not magical. Hot, sure, bright, fine. Doesn't transform space, doesn't create protected bubble, separated larger world. Night, same fire center universe. Light circle boundary known world. Beyond circle mystery, possibility, danger. Think answer fire. Needs darkness define. Light without darkness, uniform brightness. Can't see flames dancing unless darkness dance against. Can't feel warmth protection unless cold pressing outside fire reach. Fire, darkness not opposites separated. Partners, sacred dance. Each makes other meaningful. Umbuti Hunter's Congo, remember beginning journey. Beautiful saying. If darkness is, darkness forest, darkness must good. Think extend fire. If fire most powerful darkness reveals sacred nature surrounded night, darkness must necessary, not evil, wrong, necessary. Darkness not enemy fire defeats. Darkness stage fire performs important work. Work not practical, keeping warm, cooking, seeing. Work spiritual. Fire darkness creates conditions humans feel connected each other. Ancestors, divine, cosmos. Creates space stories told, remembered, decisions made wisdom, grief processed, joy celebrated, barriers, worlds permeable, magic possible. What learned fire, darkness examples? Aztec sacrifices, Celtic bonfires, Maya warfare, Egyptian funerary lamps. Learned ancestors didn't see separate forces kept apart, saw complementary, necessary partners maintaining cosmic balance, human flourishing. Built civilizations around rituals, honoring sacred dance light shadow, known unknown, hearth warmth night mystery. But fire, darkness, not only elements ancients used bridge gap this world, beyond. Other practices, rituals, sacred technologies took nighttime spirituality places most today find hard imagine. Secret ceremonies, total darkness. Mystery cults, initiates underwent profound transformative experiences, revealing details death punishable. Practices promising not communicate divine, become one. Now descend deeper hidden sacred night history, rites so secret many details never written. Mystery traditions operated darkness literal, metaphorical. Discover why ancient worlds' powerful spiritual experiences could only happen every flame extinguished, darkness complete. Imagine sworn secrecy, death penalty. Imagine experiencing profound, life-changing, carry rest life. Never speak anyone not shared. Imagine walking marketplace, ordinary life, holding secrets separating others. Secret death after, divine nature, transformation complete no longer same person entered ceremony. That reality ancient mystery cults initiates. Weren't religion's usual sense, no church's Sunday visit, public scriptures, priests preaching square. Secret societies built experiences could only happen darkness. Ceremonies sacred, revealing details worst betrayal, execution worthy. Yet over 2,000 years people flocked mysteries, rich poor, slave free, men women, seeking something daylight world couldn't find, willing to send literal metaphorical darkness find. Start, most famous, revered, enduring ancient mysteries, Eleusinian mysteries held annually Greek city Eleusis, about 14 miles northwest Athens. Over 2,000 years, approximately 1500 BCE, 392 CE, rites performed. Timeline think. 2,000 years, empires rose fell, languages changed, Mediterranean conquered Rome, Christianity spread known world. Through every year, people came, Eleusis participate ceremonies, secret longer anyone remember. What ceremonies about? Kor, told story Demeter, grain harvest goddess, daughter Persephone. Myth, Persephone abducted Hades, underworld god, taken dead realm. Demeter grief caused plants wither die, world eternal winter, eventually compromise. Persephone spend part year underworld Hades, part above mother. Persephone return, spring came, descended, winter followed. That's public myth. Everyone Greece knew, but mysteries transformed myth experiential, changing people core. What no initiation process, pieced fragments, artwork, few things initiates allowed say without oath break. First, candidates fast, not meal skip, days, purification rituals, sea bathing, abstaining foods, already altered state, body lighter, mind clearer, stranger. Then, procession, Athens Eleusis, walking sacred way. 14 miles foot, singing hymns, building anticipation. Then, night fell, real ceremony began. Initiates given drink kykeon, barley, herbs. Interesting, modern researchers analyzed kykeon ingredients, found likely ergot, grain fungus compounds chemically similar modern vision-inducing substances. Initiates possibly experiencing psychedelic-like journey, not a lone basement. Sacred context, priests guiding, ceremony refined centuries produce specific spiritual effects, total darkness. Mean total, temple inside no windows, torches, nothing. Initiates experience something, details never written, never. 2,000 years ceremonies, no one broke oath, describe exactly darkness happened, but hints. Artwork showing Persephone emerging smoke shadow, accounts initiate seeing visions, hearing voices, experiencing believed direct goddess contact. Crucially, ceremony climax showing, scholars call, moment something revealed, visual enormous impact. Some believe light shaft suddenly illuminate grain sheath or corn ear, representing new life death. Others think Hierophant, chief priest, appeared flame flash holding sacred objects. Don't know, but whatever shown needed darkness full effect, contrast absolute blackness, sudden revelation essential. People Eleusinian mysteries emerged, changed. Ancient writers describe initiates losing death fear. Experienced viscerally truth-death phase, eternal cycle like Persephone descending returning. Touched beyond ordinary world, carried knowledge, unspoken, unshakable rest lives. Why mysteries end. 392, Roman Emperor Theodosius I, devout Christian, outlawed pagan rituals empire. Soon Eleusis temple destroyed, priests scattered or killed, ceremony performance knowledge lost. After 2 millennia, mysteries died single generation. With whatever transformative experience offered, whatever truth, death, rebirth revealed darkness. But Eleusinian not only secret spiritual tradition shadows ancient world. Take underground Mithraism temples, mystery religion, popular Roman soldiers roughly 1st–4th century CE. Mithras originally Persian deity, Roman Mithraism distinct. Defining feature rituals place Mithraea. Underground chambers, rock-carved or basement, cave-built, not accidental. Darkness, descent underground, separation ordinary world above, essential religion power. Inside underground temples, initiates see central Mithraism image, tauroctony, showing Mithras slaying bull, not random violence. Historians believe represented cosmic renewal, light triumph, darkness, sacrifice, necessary creation continue. Fascinating. Different Mithraea, different darkness level ceremonies. Some small windows letting precise light shafts, particular year times, illuminating tauroctony significant moments. Others completely dark except lamplight. Mithraism 7. Initiation grades. Each tests rituals know almost nothing. Like Eleusinian, Mithraism secret cult. Members swore silence oaths, religion no sacred texts, public teachings, everything dark underground chambers happened stayed. But educated guesses, archaeological evidence, Mithraea small. Hold no more 20-30 people. Created intimacy, select group belonging, meals communal, eaten dark or near, building initiates bonds. 7 grades meant always aspiring deeper knowledge, aware mysteries within mysteries, secrets highest initiates knew. Why Mithraism popular soldiers? Probably offered military life lacks, deeper meaning. Brotherhood shared spiritual experience, not just shared danger, promise, beyond warfare, brutal realities. Offered darkness underground spaces felt separated ordinary world. Soldier drop armor literally, figuratively, touch sacred. Christianity supplanted Mithraism. Many Mithraea destroyed or Christian churches converted. Religion, no written scriptures, everything oral, experiential. Last Mithraic priest died. Exact rituals died. Left architecture, underground temples, bull-slaying images, tantalizing hints believed, practiced. Living experience, gone forever. Now something extreme. Dionysian mysteries, worship Dionysus, Greek god wine, pleasure, ecstasy, boundaries dissolution. If Eleusinian about accepting death, Mithraic cosmic order, Dionysian losing self completely, stepping far ordinary consciousness became, briefly, more human. Rituals associated women called maenads, place forests, mountains away cities, civilization, structures, normal life rules. Happened night, always night. Night boundaries, human divine, self-other, sanity madness permeable. Ceremonies involved dance, wild, ecstatic, uncontrolled hours, music, drums, flutes, hypnotic rhythms, drinking, Dionysus wine god, wine gift humanity, dissolving inhibitions, opening perception doors. Some myth versions. Don't know much actual versus propaganda-feared rituals. Maenads entered deep trance states, tear animals bare hands. Some stories, even people. Whether literal or symbolic exaggeration, clear Dionysian mysteries terrified authorities, because rituals celebrated losing control. Said sometimes most sacred abandon reason, civilization, constructed identity, surrender forces larger self. Dangerous message, especially women patriarchal society. Maenads existed hours, forest darkness outside male control, social norms, constraints. Romans tried suppress rituals, especially 2nd century BCE cult Dionysus growing rapidly, worrying Senate, issued decrees, arrested practitioners, tried stamp, but survived hidden forms, secret gatherings, darkness beyond Roman law reach. What unites mysteries, Eleusinian, Mithraic, Dionysian, understood crucial darkness. Transformation requires disorientation, can't become new remaining comfortable familiar. Stripped usual reference points, usual self, world understanding ways. Darkness does. Complete darkness, lose bearings, can't navigate sight, must trust, surrender, let go. terrifying, also liberating. Darkness, Eleusinian temple, drinking kykeon, surrounded strangers seeking transformation, couldn't hide social role, wealth, poverty, past accomplishments, failures, all dissolved. Just human confronting existence mystery, hoping truth glimpse, making life, death sense. Darkness, Mithraeum, descended earth, enacted cosmic drama sacrifice renewal, accepting small part vast forces beyond comprehension. Darkness, forest, dancing maenads, surrendered maintained self-control, discovered beneath. Ecstasy, terror, divine madness, God moving like wind trees, weren't comfortable experiences, not meant. Initiations, from Latin begin, marked new understanding beginning, new divine relationship, new self-holding truths. Old self couldn't. Could only happen darkness because darkness part initiation. Darkness teacher. Test, medium transformation occurred. Think sometimes modern world essentially eliminated darkness, flood every space light, night city barely darker day. Carry glowing screens, perpetual information, entertainment connect. What lost eliminating conditions, transformative experiences? Still seek transformation. Hunger experiences beyond ordinary consciousness show truths rational thought can't access. But seek therapy offices, fluorescent lights, meditation apps, phones, books, podcasts, online courses. Valuable, yes, but missing mystery cults understood. Some truths encountered darkness, spaces separated ordinary world, experiences strip familiar, leave naked sacred. Ancient mystery cults problems. Certainly some animal sacrifice. Eleusinian likely used substances considered controlled. Dionysian pushed people psychologically dangerous states, not suggesting literally recreate practices, but suggesting lost valuable sacred darkness, elimination, rejection, experiences requiring surrender, disorientation, insistence, transformation comfortable, easily understood. Maybe why mystery traditions fascinate, why books, movies, games return secret societies, hidden knowledge, initiations change forever. Sense missing, depth, intensity experience available no longer. Missing thing darkness, not fear, eliminate, but enter willingly, seeking transformation, willing unmade, remade presence forces greater selves. Mystery cults died, suppressed Christianity or fading world changed, old ways lost relevance. But hunger fed didn't die. Human need, transformative experience, sacred contact, deeper truth initiation remained, found new forms, expressions, ways using darkness, ritual open doors, daylight keeps closed. Some new forms emerged unexpected places. Traditions took ancient wisdom, sacred darkness, carried forward surprising ways. One tradition developed practices longest year night, winter solstice, creating rituals survived millennia, still influence billions think light, darkness today. Travel ancient Persia, tradition understood profound darkness evil relationship, longest night goodness preservation, discover why awake darkness became sacred duty, literally save world. All year nights one stands apart, night darkness maximum, sun lowest sky, balance tips shadow feels light never return, winter solstice, longest night. Ancient Persia, not astronomical event observe, spiritual battlefield good evil wage desperate battle. Humans, sacred duty awake, lights burning, ensure darkness didn't win permanently. Welcome, Yalda night, tradition at least 2,500 years Zoroastrian faith ancient Persia. Fascinating, still celebrated. Now, millions, Iran, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Persian communities, world gather longest year night, eat watermelon, read poetry, tell fortunes. Importantly, stay awake, sunrise. Zoroastrian worldview, a sleep night not unwise, dangerous. Left vulnerable evil forces strongest, darkness deepest. Back origins, Zoroastrianism, world's oldest monotheistic religions, founded Prophet Zoroaster around 6th century BCE. Central teaching dualism, universe battlefield, two cosmic forces, Ahura Mazda, wise lord, light, truth, goodness source, Angra Mainyu, later Ahriman, destructive spirit, darkness, lies, evil source. Not metaphors. Zoroastrian belief, conflict absolutely real. Every moment, every day, forces fighting supremacy. Humans not neutral observers, participants. Every choice, thought, action strengthens one side other. Tell truth, strengthen Ahura Mazda. Lie, strengthen Ahriman. Create, fight light. Destroy, feed darkness. Believe this, truly believe cosmic good-evil locked eternal combat. Certain times critically important. Times one side temporary advantage. Zoroastrian cosmology, darkness fosters evil spirits. Longer nights mean more time, Ahriman demons mischief, more evil root opportunities, more destruction forces ground gain. So longest year night, night darkness max power, danger peaks, evil spirits roam freely, person alone, darkness, especially asleep unconscious, vulnerable disconnected community. Most risk spiritual attack, possession, overwhelmed chaos destruction forces. Solution: not alone, not asleep, not give darkness opportunity win. Instead, gather family, friends, light every lamp candle find. Fill house food, laughter, human voices sound. Tell stories, read poetry, play games, anything, everything, stay awake. Connected others, sunrises, Yalda night, longest night transformed max danger time community celebration, resilience, human refusal, surrender darkness. Walk through traditional celebration, details beautiful, reveal much ancient tradition, understands light-darkness relationship. First, gathering Yalda night, not small group, whole extended family possible. Grandparents, parents, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, one house, youngest, oldest special significance. Elders carry wisdom, past Yalda stories, continuity ancestors fought same darkness battle year millennia. Children future, proof life continues, creation persists despite destruction. Now, food, interesting. Food not random, every item symbolic. Pomegranates, red seeds bursting juice, representing life, fertility, existence blood. Nuts nutrition sustain winter, representing preserved summer abundance wealth. Importantly, watermelon. Watermelon? Yes, winter middle. Ancient Persia, no refrigeration, global chains. Watermelon December meant preserved somehow summer harvest, dried, stored carefully, protected spoilage. Eating watermelon Yalda night not tasty. Statement, summer happened. Remember, kept peace alive, darkness. As preserve watermelon, spring preserved, summer return, cycle continue, practical element love. Watermelon cooling traditional Persian medicine. Winter cold, yes. Night room full. People fires. Lamps burning creates heat. Watermelon helps comfortable, not too hot, drowsy. Ancient wisdom multiple levels. Symbolic, spiritual, practical. Then, poetry. Persian culture, rich poetic tradition, Yalda night shines brightest. Families bring Hafez collected works, 14th century Persia greatest poet, perform Faleh Hafez, opening book random page, reading poem appeared, interpreting guidance or prophecy coming year. Not frivolous, serious spiritual, Hafez poetry dense meaning, mystical imagery, wine, love, divine references, multiple levels. Verse seem romantic love, actually soul-longing God union. Opening randomly, Fate Choose poem, Surrender Forces Larger Self. Acknowledgement Night Veil Thin, Evil Spirits Roam, Need Beyond Ordinary Guidance. Then, fortune-telling games, various traditions, many predicting coming year. Find love, prosper business, health improve decline. Again, not fun games. Longest night, darkness strongest, future uncertain, acutely aware fragile existence. Desperately want no okay, light return, survive winter literally, metaphorically. But strikes most powerfully Yalda night, communal vigilance, not fighting darkness alone, together, whole family, community staying awake, keeping each alert, sharing food, stories, games making hours pass without exhaustion, unbearable. Profound wisdom. Darkness, actual nighttime or life dark periods, always easier face community. Loneliness amplifies fear. Isolation makes danger insurmountable. But gathering, lighting fires, sharing food, telling stories, simple acts create warmth, safety, meaning bubble darkness can't penetrate. Not because darkness not out, but not facing alone. Bring something surprise. Yalda night, not ancient tradition preserved museums, history books, alive. Right now, families preparing next Yalda. Buying pomegranates, watermelons, gathering families, planning poems read, games play, stories tell, tradition evolved. Modern families might watch movies stay awake instead stories. Check phones instead traditional games. Theological shifted too. Many celebrate Yalda not Zoroastrian, not Ahura Mazda, Ahriman believers, Muslims, secular, other faiths, but still gather winter solstice, still eat watermelon, read Hafez, stay awake dawn. Why? Core truth. Yalda expresses transcends theology. Longest night hard, winter hard, darkness literal, metaphorical real, challenging, overwhelming. Humans survive hard times, not individual heroism, rational planning alone. Through community, tradition, rituals connecting each other, countless generations faced same darkness, survived. Zoroastrian concept moving. Every small goodness, truth, creation act matters cosmic light-darkness battle. Might think difference one night awake, one family gathering grand scheme. Zoroastrianism says every choice matters, every staying awake not surrendering sleep, every gathering not isolating, every lighting candle not sitting darkness. Choices accumulate, tip balance degree light, isn't actually true, even not believe literal cosmic good evil. Small choices matter. Choose call friend hard time instead, scrolling post. Choose create not consume. Choose truth lie easier. Choose gather family rather stay alone. Choices not affect you. Ripple outward. Change balance corner world. Slightly lighter, warmer, hopeful. That's Yalda night teaches. Not defeat darkness permanently. Longest night come next year inevitably. But face, survive, transform, terror time celebration. Take night evil supposedly strongest. Make night family, food, poetry, laughter, connection. Refuse let darkness define experience. Fight back, not weapons, watermelon wine, poems, stories, simple radical staying awake together. Beautiful paradox Yalda heart. Acknowledging darkness power, taking seriously mount defense, also affirming light power. If darkness not real dangerous, not need fight. But do fight, gather feast, stay awake, prove light stronger, prove community withstand isolation, prove life persists forces arrayed against. Winter solstice vigil, not unique Zoroastrianism, variations worldwide, ancient Roman Saturnalia festival same time, feasting, gift-giving, role reversals, staying late celebration, Norse Yule celebrations, Christians placed Christmas winter solstice, transforming darkest year celebration light entering world. Chinese Dongji Festival, indigenous North America, various solstice ceremonies. Different cultures, theologies, same insight. Longest night requires human response, ritual acknowledgement, community gathering, face darkness together. What strikes Zoroastrian version specifically seriously takes danger. Other traditions celebrate solstice primarily astronomical, cosmic renewal. But Yalda says no, spiritual warfare, evil real, darkness empowers, need vigilant, smart. Martial resources, family, food, poetry, lamps, candles, make dawn. Might sound paranoid modern ears. 10 think evil human problem, bad people, bad choices, not cosmic force independent existence, but wonder Zoroastrians onto something personifying destructive life forces. Because aren't times feels more bad luck, bad choices? Time's darkness seems actively malevolent. Isolation pulling. Despair whispers no point fighting. Giving up seems not easier. Inevitable. Zoroastrian answer moments simple. Light fire, gather people, eat sweet, read beautiful. Tell stories, connect past, future. Above all, not sleep, not surrender, not let darkness win. Default stopped paying attention. Stay awake, alert, connected. Dawn comes, will always, made together. Something advice feels relevant now. Maybe especially many fighting own dark nights, not solstice darkness, depression, anxiety, grief, future uncertainty, exhaustion surviving world often hostile human flourishing. Zoroastrian wisdom says not face alone. Find people, create light can. Nourish physically, spiritually. Stay awake matters. Trust dawn coming even night feels endless. While Zoroastrians fighting spiritual evil vigilance community, other ancients grappling different nighttime sacred aspect. Connection, darkness, death, because night always associated grave underworld journey every soul eventually take. Across cultures, people developed elaborate nighttime rituals honor dead, guide souls' darkness, maintain living dead relationship. Turn, keeping vigil evil, honoring beloved dead. Explore ancient burial practices, underworld beliefs transform Nightbridge this world next. Death comes all hours. But Death Night feels different, right? More final, mysterious. As if person dies darkness already halfway dead go. Already stepping doorway die daylight yet reach. Ancients felt, built cosmologies around night-death connection, setting sun, departing soul, darkness, ultimate unknown, all eventually face. Remarkable many cultures similar conclusions despite never meeting. Looked day-night cycle, saw perfect metaphor, no, more, actual parallel life-death cycle. Sun dies west evening, reborn east morning. Maybe human soul's same pattern. Maybe death not ending, transition, darkness journey leading rebirth. Already explored Egyptians developed idea elaborate mythology, Ra's nightly Duat journey. But not alone, linking death western horizon, sunset, direction light disappears. Show belief manifested completely different ways. Ancient world nighttime burial practices became sacred, strangest rituals humanity developed. Start basic Egyptian belief not fully explored. Dead travel west, not metaphorically, literally west sunsets. Osiris rules justified dead kingdom. Why almost all Egyptian tombs, pyramids West Nile Bank, East Bank living, cities, sun god temples. West Bank dead tombs, mortuary temples, body preparation journey happen specific times. Funerary processions often evening or into night, dying daylight, auspicious time soul begin westward journey. Bark carrying mummy east-west bank, deliberately modeled solar bark carrying raw sky. Deceased, not transported burial site, beginning imitation Ra's nightly voyage, following sun god Underworld, hoping reborn dawn like him. But interesting, Egyptians developed lighting technology, specifically death rituals. Remember wick sticks mentioned? Not random grave goods, essential tools navigating underworld darkness. Deceased needed light duat, needed sea gates, guardians, paths follow. Mourners place lamps, tombs, light nighttime ceremonies. Ensure loved ones means create fire, even death, absolute darkness. Something beautiful, right? Idea love extends beyond death. Give someone afterlife gift, even darkest place imaginable. Underworld, dead realm, simple flame provide comfort, guidance. Egyptians believed strongly, depicted lamps, book dead, carved instructions, tomb walls, made essential equipment every soul journey. Now, different landscape, belief system. Tibet, Himalayas high, Buddhist practices merged older indigenous create unique, sky burial, actual body exposure, dawn or early morning, preparation night before darkness, rituals acknowledging death, sacred night connection. Sky burial based profoundly different body understanding West used. Body not sacred itself, vessel, temporary consciousness home. Once consciousness departed, body simply matter returned natural cycle. Rather preserving Egyptians or burying most cultures, Tibetan Buddhists historically take body high place, cut pieces, leave vultures. Before recoil horror, understand compassion embedded. Vultures need eat. Offering body, performing final generosity act, feeding hungry beings, participating life cycle, even death. Practical too. Tibet high rocky terrain, digging graves difficult, wood cremation scarce, sky burial ecological sense. But nighttime preparation concerns us. Body washed, wrapped night before ceremony. Monks chant prayers darkness, guiding deceased consciousness, helping navigate bardos, intermediate states, death rebirth Tibetan Buddhism described. Night scene liminal time, perfect liminal work, shepherding soul-own liminal state existence next. Darker reason, nighttime preparation. Death considered spiritually dangerous many Buddhist traditions. Death moment, period immediately after malevolent spirits might interfere, confuse deceased, lead astray. Monks stay night maintaining vigilance, creating protective prayer, ritual bubble keeping deceased safe until morning ceremony completed. Idea nighttime spirits most active, dangerous appears, culture. Take Mesoamerica, Aztec moon, understanding something far more sinister. Nurturing lunar goddesses discussed earlier, Aztecs called moon Metzli or Coyolxauhqui, believed traveled night sky hunting victims consume, not metaphorically. Genuinely believed moon appetite human souls, dangerous, predatory, constantly seeking devour living. Belief shows burial practices. Aztecs elaborate nighttime rituals, protect deceased Metzli hunger. Bodies prepared sunset after, accompanied offerings, prayers meant satisfy or distract moon goddess, get soul safely passed into Mictlan. Underworld ruled Mictlantecuhtli wife, Mictlantecuhtli, also moon associated. Journey. Mictlan took 4 years, involved 9 challenge levels, each difficult last. Dead Cross River dog guarded, pass clashing mountains place, climb obsidian mountain, endure freezing winds, more. All happened darkness, underworld described shadows, fog, eternal night. Death meant entering permanent darkness, only provisions, protection's living guide. Halfway world, New Zealand Maori own moon understanding man-eater, dangerous forced death, consumption associated, but developed different rituals address danger. Maori burial ceremonies often extended night, community gathering, deceased singing, sharing stories, maintaining vigil served multiple. Practically, vigil ensured body never alone, treated respect, guarded possible interference. Spiritually, eased Wairua transition, spirit, light world, darkness world, living realm, dead realm. Socially, gave community time, process loss, tell deceased stories, weave collective memory, not forgotten, body committed earth. Maori understanding death not instant. Spirit lingers while uncertain, confused, not ready, let go, known world. Nighttime vigil creates space lingering, honors, provides company, departing spirit. Not rushed ground, stop breathing. People sit darkness, sitting, patient presence, help let go. Wisdom think lost modern Western culture tend rush death. Someone dies within days, sometimes hours, body whisked funeral home, processed strangers, displayed briefly viewing, buried or cremated. Family barely time grasp happen before over, but Maori say slow. Death deserves time. Deceased deserves proper farewell. Farewell happens best darkness, veil thin, living dead still little while occupy same space. Now, burial practice perhaps strangest, most haunting all. Ancient Greek dead consultation, necromanteon, oracle dead. Temple northwestern Greece near modern Mesopotamus village built one purpose, allowing living communicate dead. Rituals took full advantage darkness tool crossing. World's boundary. How worked. Person seeking contact deceased loved come necromantean. Begin preparation process lasted days. Fast eating specific foods believed bring closer underworld. Perform purification rituals. Washing ordinary world connection. Given substances drink. Not sure what, possibly psychoactive plants altering consciousness, making mind-receptive visions beyond messages. Then, preparation complete, led underground temple chambers, long dark passage spiraled earth, chambers no natural light reach, stood absolute, complete, total darkness. There, darkness, call dead, speak names, ask questions, plead guidance, forgiveness, one more goodbye chance. Apparently worked. Least enough people came believing genuinely communicated deceased oracle dead, maintained reputation centuries. Actually talking spirits? Or experiencing hallucinations, fasting, psychoactive substances, sensory deprivation, absolute darkness? Matter which if experience brought peace, closure, wisdom couldn't access other way. Necromantean eventually abandoned, lost history. Feared, avoided dark magic place. Modern archaeology uncovered foundations, visit site today want. But rituals gone. Knowledge prepare someone dead contact, use darkness doorway other side, died last priest practiced. But strikes all burial practices, Egyptian wick sticks, Tibetan sky burials, Aztec moon appeasement, Maori vigils, Greek necromancy, all take nighttime seriously, sacred time, dealing death. None said bury whenever convenient, said no, right times, wrong times, life-death transition, too important wrong. Understood darkness, death linked not symbolically, functionally. Darkness disorients, makes vulnerable, strips usual defenses, certainties, terrifying navigating ordinary life. But helping soul navigate life-death transition, disorientation exactly needed. Vulnerability quality allowing boundary permeable, living reach dead, dead depart peace. Across cultures, consistent belief dead need help. Don't automatically know, go, do. Need light darkness, whether Egyptian oil lamp or Tibetan prayers or Maori songs or Greek guidance underground passages. Death not automatic. Journey requires preparation, assistance, Ongoing living care implies profound living-dead relationship, not separate, not gone completely. Still connection, relationship, mutual responsibility. Living duty: perform proper rituals, provide proper tools, see loved safely whatever next. Dead many traditions: reciprocal duty, watch living, provide wisdom consulted, remain family community even beyond veil. Think different: modern Western approach tends treat death complete severing. Person alive, person dead, relationship over, move on. But ancient world said no. Death transformation, not ending. Relationship continues, takes different form. Darkness, sacred darkness, ritual darkness, night boundaries thin. Medium relationship continues, something deeply comforting. Even not literally believe afterlife, idea love, not stop death. Care extends beyond grave, still do things lost people. Light candle, say prayer, tell story, maintain vigil. Acts matter, weight, meaning, maybe help dead actual sense, or help living process grief, maintain connection shaped us. Either way, rituals serve purpose. But not all nighttime practices, darkness, altered consciousness about communicating dead, some journeying other realms, still living, using sacred darkness access visions, prophecies, spiritual insights, ordinary daylight consciousness couldn't reach. Some powerful practices involved substances, ceremonies, experiences, took people human mind endure edge. Explore world shamanic night journeys, vision quests, absolute darkness, vernacular dreams, prophetic visions, deliberate darkness, use technology expanding consciousness, normal limits, ever-woken dream vivid, meaningful felt more real, waking life. Dream received guidance, met died, saw future unfolding. Moment after waking, suspended two worlds, sleep vision world, ordinary reality world, suspended moment, wonder world true, showing reality actually. Ancients didn't wonder, knew dream world real. Visions, darkness messages, gods, ancestors, soul deepest parts, ordinary consciousness couldn't access. Develop technologies, practices, rituals, sacred spaces specifically designed. Use darkness doorway realms. Knowledge daylight couldn't reveal. Understood, want see beyond visible, embrace invisible. Want hear universe telling, enter silent stillness, sacred night. Take first great North America plains, vision quest. Powerful spiritual practices, Native American tradition. Not casual, rite passage, transformation moment usually undertaken crucial life transitions. Coming age, seeking major decision guidance, mourning death, preparing leadership. Times needed wisdom beyond human teacher provide. Vision quest, required preparation, days, weeks. Purification sweat lodge ceremonies, sit small darkened structure, heated rocks, sweating impurities. Prayers rising steam, fasting body lighter, mind clearer, less tethered physical needs. Instruction elders walked path, guide without dictating see or experience. Then ready, go alone, wilderness remote place, often hilltop or secluded valley. Stay without food, shelter beyond carry, days. 3 days common, 4, sometimes longer, depending tradition, individual endurance, just elements. Darkness fell each night, nights crucial, day, sea world, orient, familiar landmarks. Night, boundaries dissolved, darkness made everything uncertain, sounds ambiguous, wind or something, shapes, shadows fluid. Uncertainty, dissolution, normal perception, visions come. Sometimes visions gentle. Spirit animal appearing offer guidance, ancestor showing path. Sometimes terrifying. Facing deepest fears form, confronting self parts rather not see. Always powerful, life-changing, experience marks before, after existence. Vision quest, not escaping fantasy. Encountering reality, deeper level ordinary consciousness permits. Darkness, fasting, isolation, exhaustion, not obstacles. Tools, broke ego defenses, shattered illusion control, opened receive universe wanted show. Returned vision quest, not same person. Initiated, touched beyond self. Carried knowledge, direct personal unmediated sacred encounter, rest life. No one take or convince not real, experienced bones, darkness strips pretense, leaves truth. Now, different tradition, remarkably similar darkness understanding. Peyote ceremony, Native American church. Ceremony roots pre-Columbian indigenous Mexico practices, spread northward, evolved centuries. Codified turned 20th century spiritual leaders like Quanah Parker, Comanche chief helped establish formal structures still used. Peyote ceremony lasts all night, as journey undertaking can't rushed. Begins evening, continues sunrise. Every element precisely choreographed, developed generations. Practice creates safest, spiritually fruitful container experience. Participants sit crescent-shaped arrangement altar. Ceremonial leader, roadman, guide ceremony help designated participants. Drummer chief, cedar chief, fire chief. Each specific responsibilities maintaining sacred space. Fire burning center circle throughout night heart ceremony. Not light warmth. Living presence constantly tended, fed, representing consciousness, light guides journey darkness. Peyote itself, small cactus containing compounds profoundly alter consciousness, consumed various forms, night. Dried buttons chew, tea plant. Each consumes needs capacity, guided roadman wisdom, own inner knowing. As peyote takes effect, consciousness shifts expands, darkness alive meaning. Prayers sung. Traditional songs pass generations. Songs participants know heart anchor boundaries self-dissolve. Drum beats steadily. Heartbeat sound connects circle everyone. Grounds experience lifts ordinary awareness. Cedar burned, smoke rising, carrying prayers upward, purifying space. Container, darkness, fire, songs, medicine, community sitting together night. Visions come, insights arrive, healing happens. People report encountering ancestors, receiving life guidance, understanding mysteries, feeling forgiven, carried shame, making peace, unable release losses. Ceremony explicitly healing, spiritual, emotional, sometimes physical. Right relationship creator, community, self, natural world. Called medicine reason, peyote medicine, ceremony medicine, darkness medicine, all-night vigil medicine. Together, elements create conditions, healing levels, deeper conventional therapy, religion, medicine usually reach. Critics called drug use. Authorities tried ban multiple times, 1880s, 1930s. Practitioners insist. Legal rulings eventually recognized sincere religious practice valid, sacred other spiritual tradition. Native American church, hundreds, thousands members. Peyote ceremony continues, night-night, circle-circle. Healing people come seeking help, daylight methods couldn't provide. What peyote ceremony, vision quest share understanding darkness amplifies spiritual experience. Consciousness naturally expands visual input reduced. Ordinary reality markers uncertain, willing sit unknown, see emerges. Not unique Native American. Take ancient Greece, incubation practice, seeking prophetic dreams, sleeping sacred spaces. Most famous Asclepios temple Epidaros, sick come hoping healing dreams. Process formal, structured, couldn't show up, fall asleep. First, offerings, purify ritual bathing, pray, sacrifice Asclepius, healing God. Then, priest deemed ready, allowed sleep abaton, sacred sleeping chamber. Abaton deliberately designed, facilitate dreams, dark, quiet, separated ordinary world. Some scholars believe partially underground, creating womb-like sensory reduction space. Lie palette, wrap cloak, wait, darkness, liminal space, waking, sleeping, ordinary world God's realm, Asclepius visit. Sometimes appeared dreams giving specific treatment instructions. Bathe spring, eat herb, perform exercise. People wake, follow, apparently often worked. Epidaurus temple famous ancient world healing successes. People traveled hundreds miles, sleep darkness, receive healing dreams. But Asclepius not always appear directly. Sometimes dreams symbolic requiring temple priests' interpretation. Sometimes healing happened without conscious dream memory. People simply wake feeling better, lighter, symptoms mysteriously improved, resolved. Modern medicine dismissed placebo effect. Maybe some, but placebo mysterious, powerful. If sleeping sacred darkness healing intention activates body-own healing mechanisms, really different ancients believed, said God healed. Say unconscious mind, right conditions, accessed healing resources normally can't tap. Different language, similar result. Incubation practice not limited Epidaurus. Similar dream temples throughout ancient Mediterranean. Egypt dream temples dedicated various deities. Mesopotamia dream interpretation traditions earliest written records. Practice appears independently worldwide cultures. Aboriginal Australians, indigenous Africans, East Asian traditions, all developing methods sleep, darkness access wisdom, unavailable waking consciousness. All recognize dreams not random, or not all. Some carry meaning, guidance, prophecy. Significant dreams come readily certain conditions, darkness, sacred spaces, after preparation, purification periods, actively seeking answers, passively sleeping. Psychology concept dream incubation essentially reviving ancient practice. Consciously set intention sleep. Want guidance decision or understand problem, create conditions, facilitate meaningful dreams. Darkness, obviously, quiet. Removing distractions, journal bed record comes. Apparently works. People report receiving insights, dreams waking minds hadn't accessed. Ancients say course works. Known millennia, dreams gods speak, ancestors visit, soul processes mind can't handle. Darkness necessary condition communication. Because dreams happen close eyes. Surrender night, stop controlling everything, let deep wisdom rise. But not all nighttime divination sleep. Some powerful experiences required staying awake, entering altered states other means. Take Aboriginal Australian Dreamtime Ceremonies practice. Bit misnomer, dreamtime not sleeping dreams. Eternal sacred time ancestors created world. Time always present, accessible ceremony. Ceremonies often night around fires, sacred places connected specific dreamtime stories. Participants stay awake, sometimes many hours, days brief rest. Sing sacred songs past countless generations. Songs old, languages archaic, barely understandable singers. But songs not need intellectual understanding. Work deeper level, awakening consciousness responds rhythm, repetition, darkness pressing firelight. As ceremony progresses, exhaustion builds, chanting continues hour, consciousness shifts, boundary ordinary time, dream time permeable. Ancestors feel present, landscape alive stories. Rocks, trees, waterholes stop physical objects, become eternal spiritual realities manifestations, not escapism fantasy. Aboriginal Australians say perceiving reality, actually. Layered, meaningful, consciousness alive, connection. Ordinary daytime perception limited, seeing surfaces. But nighttime ceremony, conducted properly, opens perception depth dimensions, truth, everything connected dreamtime stories give world structure, meaning. Western anthropologists struggled long understand, record ceremonies, analyze songs, map sacred sites, still miss point because can't understand outside, must experience. Sit darkness, sing songs, feel exhaustion, exhilaration, sense ancestors' presence, land aliveness. Let darkness dissolve certainty, real not. That's all practices, vision quests, peyote ceremonies, dream incubation, dreamtime rituals. Common. All use darkness, altered consciousness, access knowledge forms ordinary awareness can't. All take seriously reality depth dimensions, more existence see, measure, rationally understand. Modern Western culture dismiss superstition, self-deception. Trust only proven, measured, replicated laboratory. Value rigor, but arrogance assuming can't measured doesn't exist. Experience can't explained materialist terms isn't real. Ancient indigenous practicing nighttime divination methods say cutting most reality. Living tiny slice actually available human consciousness, doing afraid darkness, afraid losing control, encountering truths not fit neat categories, explanations. Maybe right, maybe rush eliminate mystery, light every corner, explain everything rationally, lost access wisdom forms humanity depended hundreds, thousands years. Maybe visions people receive darkness, fasting, medicine, sleep, exhaustion, sensory deprivation, not hallucinations, perceptions. Perceptions' reality aspects normally remain invisible, become accessible, willing, step ordinary consciousness, see different eyes, don't know true, suspect question can't answer definitively, do know something happens, darkness, not light, something opens, something possible. Cultures took seriously, developed sophisticated methods using darkness, oracle, teacher, doorway, hidden knowledge. Cultures often displayed wisdom, insight still impresses thousands years later. So maybe instead dismissing practices primitive, superstitious, ask new we've forgotten, could learn taking seriously night sacred, not metaphorically, functionally. Darkness enables perception's unavailable light, willing sit unknown, surrender certainty, open visions, dreams insights beyond ordinary awareness, might receive exactly guidance need. But while traditions use darkness, spiritual insight healing, other ancient peoples took completely different approach, sacred night. Didn't seek visions, darkness, worked. Performed practical essential labor night cover, darkness made work possible, efficient, even sacred ways, daylight work never. Shift, mystical, practical, visions, labor, discover ancient world's important work could only happen, sun went down. Not all sacred work temples, not all rituals priests, prayers, elaborate ceremonies, sometimes most sacred work. Real physical sweat-brow labor keeps people alive, communities thriving, ancient peoples, certain climates, circumstances, essential work could only night, darkness not obstacle overcome, practical necessity, cosmos gift, made tasks possible, efficient, spiritually meaningful ways daylight work never match, paint picture, Bronze Age Oman, sometime 1300 BCE, Arabian Peninsula, summer daytime temperatures regularly exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit, sun killer, literally, workday risk heat stroke, dehydration, death, crops try and grow wilt merciless heat, precious water irrigate evaporate soak soil, so do, wait sunset, let day brutal heat dissipate, let temperature drop 30, 40, 50 degrees, then moon stars light, open irrigation channels, guide water wells, cisterns fields, work cool night hours, evaporation minimal, body function without heat destruction, water carefully managing actually reaches plant roots instead, vanishing atmosphere. Not occasional. System. Entire agricultural communities organized lives nocturnal irrigation, slept hottest day parts, worked night. Darkness not feared avoided. Ally, survival partner, condition made life possible otherwise uninhabitable climate. Beautiful, didn't accept nighttime work necessary evil. Archaeological evidence suggests a wove spiritual world understanding, water sacred desert cultures, obviously life. Act distributing water, making desert bloom, coaxing food barren soil, creation act, participating divine bringing life none. Doing work night stars, sacred darkness boundary human divine thinner, elevated work beyond survival, became ritual. Farmer walking irrigation channels, moonlight not watering crops, partnering cosmos, working cool darkness universe provided, honoring water flows night like Milky Way sky. Jump forward time, South geography Iron Age Zimbabwe, roughly 200–1900 CE. Different environment, culture, but essential sacred work night, metalwork, specifically iron smelting forging. Why night? Several reasons, compound fascinating ways. First, practical temperature control. Smelting iron requires high consistent furnace temperatures. Day, ambient sun heat makes harder regulate. Furnace hot, unpredictable. Night, air cooler stable, better process control. Second, visual clarity. Working molten metal, need see color judge temperature. Ready pour? Too hot? Not enough. Daylight, even bright, not see subtle color differences clearly. Night, darkness, metal glow perfectly visible. Read book, Understanding Furnace-Based Light Quality Emits. Third, really interesting spiritual significance. Metalwork never practical craft traditional African societies. Sacred knowledge, often restricted specific families' castes, hedged taboos, rituals. Transformation rock metal, cold earth glowing liquid, tools, weapons, magic. Participating fundamental transformation, mystery heart spiritual practice. Transformation happened best darkness, blacksmith working night, furnace glowing captured star, sparks flying spirits released ore. Ceremony much industry, darkness made visible daylight hide, glow creation, light transformation, fire turns base matter useful, valuable. Archaeological evidence. Great Zimbabwe sites shows metal working areas located specific places, oriented directions, used particular lunar cycle times. Not random. Metalworkers timing work celestial events, treating process requiring cosmic alignment, not technical skill. Connects Omani farmers, Zimbabwean metalworkers. Both understood nighttime work created different relationships. Day, work often solitary competitive. Racing sun, finish hot or dark. Working alongside others, essentially parallel, focused own task. But nighttime work requires cooperation, daylight doesn't. Need people tend fires, watch dangers, not see clearly. Spell tired. Darkness creates interdependence. Interdependence builds community ways. Daylight labor sometimes doesn't. Take ancient China. Practice seemed different. Shares logic. Oracle bone divination, Shang dynasty, roughly 1600–1046 BCE. Earliest Chinese writing forms evidence, happened process explicitly required darkness, fire together. How worked? Diviner take bone, usually turtle plastron or ox scapula, carve question, harvest good, go war, king's illness cured. Then nighttime ceremonies, apply intense heat bone, usually heated bronze rod specific points, bone crack pattern answer, message ancestors gods, diviner trained reading patterns interpret, carve answer bone alongside question. Oracle bones important sources understanding early Chinese civilization. Tell Shang dynasty cared, worried, hoped. But concerns us. Why night? Why not day divination? Answer: same metal workers. Night: see heated bronze rod glow perfectly. Watch bone change color heat. Judge exactly when, where apply pressure. Darkness makes process visible. Daylight obscures. More: nighttime setting created sacred atmosphere, necessary divine communication. Flickering firelight, burning bone bronze smell. Darkness pressing small light circle ceremony happened. All signaled important occurring, boundary worlds crossed, ancestors consulted sacred hour most likely respond. Oracle bones, not practical decision tools, technology bridging human divine realms. Like much spiritual technology explored, worked best darkness. Night didn't hinder work, enabled. Now something surprise. Ancient astronomy. Think obviously astronomy night. Can't see stars day. True. Interesting, ancient astronomers understood nighttime observations sacred work, not scientific inquiry. Mesopotamia, priest astronomers spend nights ziggurats, stepped pyramid temples, watching celestial bodies' movements, not curious stars, believed gods literally writing sky messages. Astronomers' sacred duty read messages, convey king, people. Planet retrograding, omen, possibly bad. Lunar eclipse, crisis requiring immediate ritual intervention. Comet appearance herald king death or kingdom fall. Not superstitions. Mesopotamian astronomers. Data, observable facts recorded, interpreted, acted. Work could only night, not stars visible. Nighttime observation sacred time. Astronomer not looking skylights. Reading God's will. Performing priestly duties requiring same purity. Ritual preparation temple ceremony. Mesoamerica, Maya astronomer priests developed accurate ancient world calendars, meticulous nighttime observation. Tracked Venus precision calculations, cycle accurate within hours, centuries. Achieved accuracy, no telescopes, computers, naked eye observation, dedication, mathematical genius, also sacred nighttime work. Astronomers spend entire nights watching Venus rise set, noting position relative stars, recording data analyzed, refined generations. Not work. Ceremony, worship. Participating cosmic order understanding, bringing human consciousness alignment celestial rhythms. Strikes examples. Omani farmers, Zimbabwean metalworkers, Chinese diviners, Mesopotamian Maya astronomers, none separated practical spiritual. Work night simultaneously essential physical survival, deeply meaningful spiritually. Irrigating crops agriculture ritual, smelting iron craft ceremony, reading oracle bones decision divination, observing stars science worship, lost integration modern world, separate work spirituality, practical sacred, science meaning. Go job day just work, earning money, getting done, then weekends or private time. Engage spiritual practice, compartmentalized separate real work. But ancient peoples no split. Everything potentially sacred, nighttime work especially because darkness sacred. Working sacred darkness meant labor, automatically woven larger cosmic patterns, meanings. Something learn. Not all start working night shifts, though some maybe benefit understanding work. Ancient traditions, sacred nighttime labor. Broadly, idea work spiritual, practical necessity not exclude deeper meaning, distinction sacred secular artificial limiting. What if approached work, whatever, sacred, not preachy self-serious, way ancient farmers approached irrigation, necessary, sustains life, participation ongoing creation, world maintenance, whether watering crops or writing code or teaching children or healing sick or building houses, work matters, woven something larger self. What if paid special attention worked darkness or twilight or ambiguous light, maybe evening shifts, maybe stay late finishing projects, maybe wake early dawn work liminal hour night day, Those hours not less valuable daylight, ancient worlds say more valuable, carry different potential, open different possibilities. Darkness not make work harder, though might practically. Darkness makes work different, changes visible invisible, easy difficult, possible impossible. If learn work darkness rather fighting, find gifts offers rather cursing limitations, might discover ancient nocturnal workers new. Some important, transformative, deeply satisfying work only happen, sun goes down. All raises question, circling entire journey. Explored ancient peoples found night sacred, built elaborate rituals, practices around darkness, used night transformation communion essential work. But happened? Get rich complex darkness relationship modern world essentially eliminated night, flooded every corner artificial light, lost access whatever wisdom experience sacred darkness once offered. Let's explore now. Great forgetting. Moment humanity decided darkness enemy conquer rather teacher honor. Importantly, lose conquest? Parts humanity? Knowledge forms, possibilities, transformation connection vanished, banished night, lost darkness, sacrificed electric light. Here end journey, sacred night. Traveled primordial darkness fire mastered, Egyptian underworlds, Maya bloodletting ceremonies, past moon goddesses star navigators, through mystery cults Zoroastrian vigils, alongside dead dreamers nocturnal workers. Seen darkness honored, celebrated, feared, used doorway transformation. Now ask hard question, happened? Go reverence world darkness essentially extinct? Number shock, 80%. Much world population live, skies bright artificial light cannot see Milky Way. Cosmic river guided ancestors featured myth ceremonies, connected universe vastness. 80% never seen. Not looking, not their sea. Erased lights, happened fast, terrifyingly fast. Consider long humans existed, hundreds, thousands years lived partnership darkness. Respected, feared, learned, built sacred practices around. Then, span about 140 years, Edison first commercial light bulb 1880 today, essentially eliminated most human experience. Change started cities, London first electric street lights 1878, New York 1882. First seemed miraculous. Imagine person lived entire life world night meant danger, streets dark, people huddled inside, going sunset risky, navigation difficult. Suddenly, click, streets bright day, shop night, socialize, read without eye strain, work longer. Night always limited human activity conquered, but not realize or realized not care, giving up. Every time, light night, not adding light, subtracting darkness. Darkness spent last 2.5 hours exploring, not empty. Full. Full stars, mystery possibilities, transformation connections simply not exist. Constant brightness. Tell, lose night. First, obviously lose sky. Stars ancient peoples navigated, timed planting ceremonies, connected cosmic vastness place within. Gone. Rhea constellation Andean farmers used time potato planting, invisible city lights. Dark constellations, sophisticated astronomical observations noticed absence presence. Completely impossible see sky never truly dark. But more losing pretty views. Lose stars, lose orientation, not physically though real too, spiritually, psychologically. Lose constant reminder part vast, ancient, indifferent, small concerns. Stars used tell every night tiny, universe huge. Problems real you not existent center. Humbling message, need humbling messages. Without, start think everything revolves us. Anxieties, ambitions, important things, reality. Second, lose natural rhythms. Humans evolved millions years, clear day-night distinction, body circadian rhythms, internal clocks regulate sleep hormone production, mood immune function. Rhythms synchronized natural light-darkness exposure. Dark, body produces melatonin, hormone makes sleepy, facilitates deep restorative sleep. Light, melatonin stops, wake naturally refreshed. Artificial light disrupts. Studies show bright light night suppresses melatonin, making harder fall asleep, reducing quality. Blue light screens particularly bad, mimic sunlight, tricking brain daytime even midnight. Chronic sleep disruption linked obesity, depression, cancer, early death. Eliminating darkness made sicker, literally. World Health Organization classifies overnight shift work, probable carcinogen chronic circadian disruption health effects. Created world artificial light allows workplay hours, wonder exhausted, anxious, unable sleep, health struggling. Third, lose sacred. Harder quantify health effects, measure astronomical observations, perhaps important lost. Last sat true darkness, last experienced sensory deprivation allows visions, opens consciousness doors, creates space sacred enter. Most us? Never. Live, constant stimulation world, lights, screens, noise, information every second, every day. Even sleep, streetlights, windows, alarm clocks, glowing beds, phones, charging indicator lights. Eliminated conditions made transformation possible. Ancestors, wonder feel disconnected, struggle find meaning. Therapy, meditation apps, self-help books not fill hole inside. Maybe missing fundamental. Genuine darkness experience, stripped usual orienting references, confronting unknown without technological buffer. Mystery cults understood. Eleusinian initiates spent hours, absolute darkness revelation moment. Vision quest required days, isolation, darkness. Peyote ceremony lasted night journey couldn't rushed, artificial conditions, not quaint rituals, technologies, consciousness, developed centuries, facilitate experiences, ordinary daylight life not permit. Lost. Not specific rituals, though many gone, conditions made possible. Can't transformative encounter sacred darkness, darkness no longer exists. Fair. Electric light brought enormous benefits, made safer. Crime rates dropped, streets lit, extended productive hours, work, learn, create times, dead time, connected us. Internet depends constant connectivity, people active hours, not suggesting back pre-electric existence, absurd, impossible, but suggesting gone far other direction. Somewhere complete darkness ancestors lived, complete illumination created, balance lost. Could benefit intentionally reclaiming darkness, night, space, sacred experiences, absence light provide. What gives hope? People starting notice lost. Growing dark sky advocates movement fighting light pollution. Working preserve places night sky visible. Pushing smarter lighting illuminates needs without flooding sky wasted light. Scientists studying archaeology night. Field barely existed 20 years ago, trying understand ancient peoples. Actually sunset. Nighttime Shaped Cultures, Consciousness. Book Nancy Gonlin, April Newell, titled Archaeology Night 2018. Brilliant. Synthesizing decades, research darkness shaped human evolution civilization. Spiritual seekers rediscovering darkness retreats, spending days, weeks complete darkness, recreating sensory deprivation, mystery cult initiates experienced. Reporting profound transformation healing experiences. Ordinary people making small choices, honor night, turning unnecessary lights, sitting outside, stars can, teaching children appreciate darkness, rather fear. Small things, not reverse climate change, solve geopolitical conflicts, fix major problems, but might address deeper disconnection rhythms realities shaped, lost wonder, forgetting sacred, because learned researching, writing story, ancestors not afraid dark, afraid forgetting mattered, built elaborate rituals, ceremonies practices ensure generation understood darkness not enemy. Darkness teacher. Darkness space transformation happens, darkness necessary. When Zoroastrians held Yalda vigil, not passing time sunrise, affirming profound, community withstand darkness, light stronger experience deep darkness, longest night births lengthening days, when Maya nobles pierced tongues, burned blood, saying ancestors still here, boundary worlds permeable, pain, darkness doorways sacred willing walk. When Aboriginal Australians sang Dreamtime songs night, maintaining eternal connection, modern civilization largely abandoned. Saying stories matter more individual comfort, land alive part, darkness reveals rather conceals. When Bronze Age farmers walked irrigation channel stars, Iron Age metalworkers watched furnaces glow darkness. Ancient astronomers spent nights ziggurats reading celestial light messages, all practicing wisdom desperately need recover. Wisdom says can't light without darkness, can't growth without dormancy periods, can't transformation without surrendering unknown, can't find true self without getting lost, can't access deepest truths, refuse set mystery. So do. Modern people constant illumination world reclaim ancestors knew, no perfect answer, thoughts. First, create intentional darkness life. Turn light sometimes, sit dark room breathe, let eyes adjust. Notice, mind happens not constantly fed visual stimulation. Might surprised arises. Second, seek dark places. Camp National Park far cities. Visit remaining dark sky preserves. Experience night sky ancestors saw. Thick stars, Milky Way river light, universe vastness visible. Third, respect night. Stop treating darkness problem solved. Notice body responds natural darkness. Maybe reduce screen time bed. Try blackout curtains, sleep genuine darkness. Maybe go outside, nightstand sky. Remember part vast ancient. Fourth, maybe importantly, pass on. Tell children darkness not scary, holds beauty mystery possibility. Take outside, see stars. Teach things learned, absence light. Give experiences genuine night not grow. Thinking constant brightness normal desirable. Because truth whole journey circling. Need darkness, not abstract poetic sense, actually practically, physically, psychologically, spiritually. Need sleep properly. Need maintain natural rhythms connection. Need access consciousness parts. Constant stimulation keeps locked. Need feel small good way, humbled cosmic vastness. Need create transformation conditions. Beautiful thing darkness still there. Covered lights, yes. Made harder access certainly, not destroyed. Night still falls. Stars still shine even can't see. Sacred hours, sunset, sunrise still exist. Carry same potential always if willing honor. Ancestors knew, built entire spiritual lives around. Understood darkness not enemy temple, not problem solution, not absence, something presence. Everything can't see light. Maybe learn, take wisdom, adapt modern world, create new rituals. Honor night without abandoning light benefits. Find balance, illumination, darkness, seeing everything sitting mystery, controlling environment, surrendering forces larger selves. If can't, continue eliminating darkness entirely, flooding every corner artificial light, refusing ever sit unknown, lose irreplaceable. Lose humanity part existed before fully human. Lose access experiences, insights, transformations. shaped every culture, every spiritual tradition, every wisdom-teaching human history. Ancient peoples journeyed to night given gift, shown darkness matters, night sacred, hours can't see clearly, sometimes see truly. Handed practices, stories, understandings say, not fear darkness, enter, respect, learn, let transform. Gift still available, darkness still waiting, stars wheeling sky. Sacred night offering gifts anyone willing receive. Have to turn lights, sit darkness, remember. Tonight go sleep, maybe try. Turn lights all. Let room truly dark. Before drift, moment think everything explored together. Primordial darkness birthed human consciousness. Egyptian journey, 12 gates, Maya ceremonies flickering torchlight, moon goddesses star maps sacred fires, mystery cults winter vigils conversations dead, vision quests dream oracles, nocturnal labor built civilizations. Think all, hold mind, then let go. Let sink darkness, trusting hold. Wake light again, transformed ways might not notice, real nonetheless. Because ancestors understood, death rebirth, darkness light, sleeping waking, not opposites partners. Cycle continues, wheel turns, part, always, always. Night never enemy, always teacher. Lesson simple. Let go. Trust darkness, wait dawn. Thank walking journey tonight. Thank giving stories, ancient people's forgotten wisdoms, time attention. Hope something resonated, made think differently darkness. Perhaps inspired reclaim little sacred night own life. Story, humanity, sacred darkness not over. Still written every night every person chooses honor. Darkness rather fear. Hope part ongoing story. Until meet next journey, take care. Honor night, remember darkness not empty. Full, everything need brave enough receive. Sleep well.